Just wanted to have a quick word about the salt and pepper shaker plugs and what they look like and what we have. We have a lot of different sizes, and you can see these are more for like a piggy bank than a salt and pepper shaker. The 2 and 3s would probably be better suited for a salt and pepper shaker. 2 is the smallest we can go. You can see the 2 is pretty small, and you look at the shape of these. The shape is really special because it does a couple of things. I have some examples over here of what to do and what not to do. And so if we look at the bottom of one that I made, and this was made out of a pinch cup that I just kind of closed after it was done. I'm going to show you. This is how they start off. And I just kind of closed the form. But do you see that recess in the bottom? All of these have that little recessed area underneath. Why is that important? Well, you want your plug to fit in snugly. And it's really hard to get them out. Much harder with one hand. Get a grip on one side. And you can see that fits in really well. And it seals the salt or pepper in there. You don't want that coming out. So when you put these in, it grips right on this little rim of clay. Okay, and you can see it in all the pieces I did. And see the shape of that plug? It's got a little recess area. That's what grips the clay. So that area at the bottom has to be really refined, and to make sure that the salt and pepper don't escape, and that the plug is going to fit and grip inside of the bottom of that. I almost lost that one. If you don't have that recess in the bottom, like this one, I just threw this one in raku, but can you see how that one is flush with the bottom? When you set this down, it sits on the plug, which makes it really unsturdy. Okay, and you don't want your salt and pepper shakers tipping all over the place because it sits on the plug. That's why we recess the bottom so that it can sit flush with the bottom of the salt and pepper shaker and not tip over. The other thing is, when you glaze these, it's really important that you don't glaze shut the holes in the top. And how big you make those holes and how many you make is a completely up to you type of decision. But when you go to glaze, if you only have one hole and you clog it, well, now we have a container. So what I have is toothpicks, and why waste a whole toothpick when we can have 2? So break them in half, okay? And the toothpicks will actually sit in the hole while you glaze. And while the glaze is still wet, don't wait till it completely dries. Gently remove those from the holes. That way they won't get clogged. This one's got some bigger holes. If the toothpick goes all the way through, you don't really have a problem. Just be careful glazing it so that you don't clog them. Okay, that one went all the way through. So toothpicks, check. Plugs and how they work, check. We got a lot of different sizes. They're in this bin, and you can take a look at those before you start if you want to make sure that they're going to fit.